This is the ARP-9 from G&G, and it's one of the most affordable and best entry-level guns on the market right now. I'm going to show you why today. So we're going to do a full unboxing and a bit of an in-depth review on the performance and features of this ARP. So let's get right into it. So the ARP-9 comes in about 6 different colours. You've got Battleship Grey, Silver, Red, Blue, Green, and of course Black. Today we're going to be unboxing a Battleship Grey, so let's get right into that. So the G&G ARP-9 comes in one of their Combat Machine Intermediate series boxes with this nice red trim, as opposed to the baseline Combat Machine series, which typically come in a green box. So this is how you know that it's got ETU and MOSFET, as well as a couple other cool upgrades straight out the box. But opening this bad boy up, you get a full manual in a bunch of different languages, which goes over basic fault points, anything that could go wrong, diagnosing your issues, and also how to look after your gun. So make sure to give that a read with any airsoft gun you get, and a bunch of other cool wee tidbits of information about G&G. And then inside the box itself, you'll get the standard unjamming rod, the gun itself, and a 300 round high cap mag. Obviously it's the ARP-9 9mm style mag, straight out the box. From back to front, you have a PDW tanker style stock, which holds the MOSFET and battery. And then going forward, you have G&G's high strength polymer receivers. These here are incredibly durable but still lightweight. The ARP-9 comes in at about 2.3 kgs, which is nice and maneuverable and isn't going to fatigue you on a hard day of airsoft. You have this nice G&G texturing for grip, as well as inside of it you have a 25k high torque F.A.L motor, which helps this thing pull really great RPS and a really snappy trigger response straight out the box. You also have a G&G rotary style hop-up for your hop-up system, which is one of the most accurate straight out of the box hop-ups on the market these days. G&G have done an amazing job with that, and it helps hop shot of heavyweight BBs to insane distances, which helps because this gun does shoot right around 340 feet per second straight out of the box. So apart from the polymer body and stock on the ARP, you have metal flip up front and rear sights, as well as outer barrel and handguard. On the front end here you do have a sound amplifier, which makes this thing super loud and poppy, which is great for intimidating people during CQB. And you obviously have all the nice metal features on the receiver itself. So the 300 round high cap easily clicks in. It's a paddle switch to get in and out, which makes reloads on this thing super affirmative and nice and snug. You don't have any wobble in that magazine, and the whole gun feels really sturdy. Despite this being polymer, it is a very strong replica, and the stuff that G&G is putting out in this high strength polymer from their slightly intermediate upgraded receivers is really astounding. So, apart from those awesome externals, the ARP-9 also has internally your MOSFET and ETU from G&G, which helps this thing with a programmable trigger, and obviously your trigger contacts aren't going to wear out, so you can program this trigger to do either semi-auto safe or semi-burst safe, but because it's still pushing right around 340 to 350 feet per second on a 0.2, it can still play outdoors and be incredibly competitive. Alright, let's check it out on the chrono. So again, chronoing with an 11.1 volt battery and a 0.2 gram BB. Right around that 340 mark with a variation of about 6 or 7. Now let's chuck it on full auto. Pulling about 15.5 RPS on 11.1 volt battery, still shooting right around that 350, 340 mark. You will see as you shoot it, your spring's going to settle in, and you might see a variation of about 10 FPS just as it gets used to being fired straight out of the box. This thing is brand new, so that's why we're seeing that small variation. Now let's give it some shooting tests. So, with the MOSFET and ETU inside the gun, it does help make it really snappy, and you can do very fast follow-up shots. Obviously, by foregoing trigger contacts for the micro switch that's on the electronic trigger unit, you do get a vast improvement, and that's why we always recommend these. Anything from G&G with ETU and MOSFET for your first gun, as it's going to be very reliable and it's going to be very high performing, which is going to make you have a great time out at the airsoft field. I suck. 0.45. I reckon I can get it If I was better, if I was a better shot, I reckon I should be getting like 6 seconds. Like, there's no reason I shouldn't with a little bit of practice. Okay, so 6 seconds, so that's 2 seconds a row. Bro, like literally, you hit the buzzer and it's already 2 seconds gone. I suck at Airsoft. I suck at Airsoft. The ARP-9 does not suck. The ARP-9's great.